All right. Welcome to the 2024 CrossFit Trussville Friday Night Lights here at Gateway Family Church, Birmingham, off of Mary Munger Road. So, for those of you guys who don't know, our gym burned down in May, and we've been operating out of this church since May 8th. We never missed a class, and today is the first day of the open. So, we're pretty excited about that.
Super pumped.
It's been quite a process getting everything set up, but we are going to have a live stream. We're going to have on-floor camera hosts. We've got sponsors that are going to come on. Lee is going to be the host in here. I'm going to be outside running and continue to organize everything. Our first guest is going to be Oscar with Soho Social. He's the event sponsor. Going to talk a little bit about the building and what's going on. And here in a moment, the first heat that isn't Friday Night Lights is finishing. And then once they finish, we're actually going to release the video of the interior walkthrough of the new building, which is super exciting.
So exciting.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say. I'm just excited.
It's very, very exciting. We have released pictures of the outside, no videos, I believe. And I put together a video. I probably edited it way too much, but it was from the heart. And it's going to show the process. Our affiliate started in 2008. And it's been quite a process now that it's 2024. I bought it when I was in 2010 when I was 21. Ended up dropping out of college and ended up going back getting my degree. And it's been a process, and so we're excited that CrossFit Trussville is standing strong, and that's all thanks to the coaches and everybody here. So tell us about the open and the workout and what's going on tonight.
So we have a long burner today. A lot of burpees, a lot of snatch, 180 reps in total. And the motto has been slow is smooth and smooth is fast, because if you come out of the gate hot on this, you are in big trouble.
Right.
People have done a very good job of pacing. We had a few people, just because you have those first open workout nerves. And some people, this is their first open workout, first Friday Night Lights to compete in, even though they've been our members for a while.
Yeah, and we have 137, almost 140 people registered. We might be at 140. We're close to it if we aren't. But we have Team White, Team Red, Team Blue, and all of our coaches. We have 4 or 5 coaches on each team co-leading together, and the athletes are just kicking tail. They have 4 ways to get points. Podium on the week's workout, liking, sharing, and then coming up on Friday night and doing the workout. So we're a community here. We're all about supporting one another. Everybody here is competitive, at least one way or another. Most people, if not everybody, I don't like to say competitive in terms of competing with one another. It's more ourselves, being excellence oriented, getting better every day. So, James, do we have on-floor camera? Is that live yet? Okay. So, yeah.
Check it out.
It looks like we do have on-floor camera, so it's taken a while to get all this stuff together. So that's John Mize. So here in a moment, like I said, okay, so that's what you're going to see all night. Notice the 2 athletes. I don't know who's behind John. But this workout is brutal. Especially if you go out hot the gate, you've got to slow down. Is that? Yeah. Beautiful. Look, everybody's just trying to catch their breath and breathe. Yeah. Kathleen, Julie looks like she's probably not in this heat, but these guys are not in Friday Night Lights. We're about to kick it up. It's about to get super exciting. Everybody's about to show up. It's about to get pretty exciting. And it looks like this heat is done. We can't hear just yet. We're going to have a mic here in a second. And it looks like, are they running a live stream right now? I can't really tell.
I think they're playing an old video.
Okay. Gabriel's going to get it rolling here in a second. But, yeah, so we take a 5-minute break in between each. We've got sponsors at the top, which we cannot say thank you enough for everybody supporting us today. Soho Social is our main sponsor right here. And you'll see them scrolling the entire time right there. So I believe that he is done. So I wish we can go ahead and start it.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right, let's roll. So James is going to start this video. And again, thank you so much.
So why CFT? Why CFT versus a different CrossFit gym?
I just searched CrossFit gyms near Trussville, and I had a couple that I was going to try out. And the very first session I came here, I canceled all the rest of my trip.
Oh man, wow, that was a really good video, I will say. It is very exciting to see that CFT is getting a new building coming in the near future. It's going to be super duper exciting. What's up? Welcome back.
Thanks. Are you live?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we need to get
Go
we are live though.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that was the new building.
Yeah.
Super exciting. I have definitely learned a lot about this process. How many moving parts there are at the very beginning. I was like, man, we'll be in that thing. We'll tear it down and get it back in it in no time. And man, was I wrong. But today we officially made the decision to move to Blaylock as our contractor, and he's rocking and rolling. His son Garrett's done jiu-jitsu and CrossFit with us, and we're super excited. I mean, we've got a lot of people that we know that are involved, and so That was the new building, but the rest of the evening is going to be about Friday Night Lights and these athletes.
Yep.
So, yeah. Lee, you already did it.
Yeah, it is 100% a burpee workout. I try and tell everybody that. For me, the dumbbell really wasn't that bad. Obviously, your shoulders do get a little tired and fatigued as you move through the workout, but if you can move on burpees, this is 100% your workout. That's all it is.
All right, so I'm going to go tell Corey to move closer to the receiver.
Cool.
So you go ahead
on.
and take it. If you want, go ahead and just bring Oscar on so you
All right.
guys can talk as the main event sponsor.
Let's do it. Yeah, you'll have to excuse us with, obviously, we're in a church now, new setting. So a little bit of different things happening. So I'm here. Hopefully I can talk to all of you. But with that being said, here is Oscar. He is what are you at Soho?
Director Operations.
Oh, there it is.
Soho Social.
He's the guy. He's the guy you want to know. So, with you being here, you are the main sponsor of Friday Night Lights.
I am.
Are you excited about that?
Super excited. Always happy to try to support the community and family and friends at CrossFit. Ever since I joined, so it's an honor.
So you've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
How long have you been at CFT?
Since 2016, I think
Yeah.
we're going into 7-8 years now.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
I
A long
remember
way.
Sophia telling me that you, Donnie, and who was it?
Bert.
Bert.
Good old
Yes,
Bert
that
back
was
in
the
the days.
original
Yes,
3
sir.
o'clock class.
Yeah.
They were her first class and they got
Yeah.
to coach.
Yeah.
That is super exciting.
It is.
Yeah, Oscar's been here a long time. Very well known within the CrossFit Trussville community. Again, he is over basically everything at Soho, standard, social, and taco.
Yeah, Social Tackle and then Mountain on the Ridge too. So it's 5 restaurants and hopefully
is.
more in
There
the
you go.
future.
Let me tell
Hopefully
you
maybe one in Trussville. You never know.
Hey,
So
come
we'll
on,
see.
bring it here. If you haven't been to Soho, really any of the Soho stuff, social, standard, social taco, it is delicious. I know me and Sophia go there probably once a month, and we really, really enjoy it. So we are very happy that you're here, supporting us here in Trussville, being part of our CFT family, as well as being kind of the main sponsor through your business as well. But with that being said, I think we have some heats getting ready to start again. Our floor cam is kind of in and out right now, so we are going to try and get that going as quickly as possible. But sorry, I got James telling me stuff in my ear. Andrew's running around. This is really fun. I really like it. Let's see. Okay. You can read that one.
Yeah.
So, Oscar, the gym burned down, obviously, while we're here. In that scenario, how did you help CFT? Kind of through that.
Well, I think first the first support that we did was offer to help move all the equipment to the church. And I remember Andrew reaching out to see if we can borrow a couple trailers, and I was I think I was one of the first one that agreed. It's absolutely. And as a matter of fact, I still think he's still using the trailer up to today.
He is.
But so I did that, and then they'll just donations to the restaurant. Trying to support all the events that we got. I think I'm always eager and excited every time we got an event from CrossFit, and I want to be part of it. I'm the first one that always look forward to this kind of thing, because it really just shows how close we are to the community and how we can give back, especially with our people from CrossFit. So it's an honor, it's a pleasure to do it all the time. And the family and friends that come to CrossFit always come to my restaurant, so why not? Why not partner with y'all and keep the tradition as it is right now going. So
Oscar has been a main sponsor for all of our events, including Barbells for Boobs, the past 3 years. Is that right? Past
2 years. 2 years now. Yeah. I've been involved.
So always a huge help to everybody and the events in a whole. So that's super exciting.
Absolutely.
Let's see. So I got some music going kind of in the background. I know they're starting up another heat. Again, kind of a floor cam is messing everything up. So it's just me and you right now enjoying everything going.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's see what we got here. So so one thing that I do want to talk to you about is with the gym. I don't know how much Andrew talked about this because I was inside kind of messing with everything. The new gym is going to try and double as an event space. And I know you're part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit how you're building into that?
So
Now, you ain't got to tell me too much.
I'll tell you a little bit. Andrew, approached me with an idea of what if we could do something more for the community to give, with the new building coming up, what else can we do to like offer something new to the community?
Mm-hmm.
I was excited because I'm on the restaurant industry, food industry, and we always look forward to see in other places or towns where we can go and introduce our product.
Yeah.
So to the people. So the space that he's got is so big that we're thinking about why don't we make this a special event place on the weekends when we're not working out. So it kind of blew my mind when he said that because I've been always wanted to do something like that, especially on Trussville that doesn't have it. So it's just another thing that we can offer to the community that we don't have out here. And with the big of a space that he had, I mean, if you think about it, you got birthdays, weddings, all kinds of celebration, and you don't have a place to go. Well, with that space, you can probably, you can sit probably 200 people in there, at the time, and we can cater that with a different restaurant that I run. So I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be something absolutely phenomenal for Trussville, and it's exciting that Andrew actually is doing something like that because nobody else has it out here.
I know us being so close to the entertainment district, they're planning on building all that area out. So I think in the long run, it is going to be a very good thing that we are kind of doubling the space as a events place versus a gym, and then moving forward. With that kind of space growing the way that it's going to, what do you think is going to eventually come to kind of that event venue within that entertainment district?
Well, the reality is that Trussville is growing so quick, and there's so many attractions coming in every other week. It seems like something else is opening around here, and so many people moving because also we got such a great school system and stuff like that it's just attracting a lot of people right now. But I think for the building standpoint, I think that we bring something totally new that nobody else has around. The look of the building is just unbelievable, amazing. So you really can turn it from a wedding venue or to like just a regular baby shower or just a get together or even a meeting room that we can cater. So having all the options too for the food that we bring that nobody else has around here, I think that's going to be another huge success for the building in Trussville. And it's just everything together. It's just a great opportunity. So I think that the more they develop around it, it's just gonna keep bringing more and more people. And the building is wait till you see the building. I mean, this thing is unbelievable, and the way that he designed it for us to be able to on the weekend use it for events. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
So
it is definitely gonna be something special,
Yep.
especially in the heart of Trussville.
That's
That's
right.
really the biggest thing.
So we're looking forward. Maybe we've been talking about maybe on the grand opening doing something big. Like a big event over there, so kind of people can kind of get a feel of what it's gonna look like on the weekend when nobody else is working out. You're probably thinking, okay, well, all the equipment goes where you're not working out and all that. Well, the design is so unbelievable that it's seamless.
Yeah.
So it's not there. It's all covered up. The place is wide open, big space. It's gonna be a success.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah.
So if you have an event coming to Trussville within the next year and a half, you know where to go.
That's
for
right.
Sure.
That's right.
It is going to be super exciting.
Yep.
Kind of like Andrew said earlier, we're going with Blaylock Building Company. Kind of got everything moving around that. It's going to be super exciting. They're going to they're going to be putting their name all over. It's going to be definitely a fun thing to witness. I can't wait to get the building down.
Oh, the building's gonna be great, and the growth around it too. I think they're doing like a track on the front, that, or access all the way to the entertainment district. So I think for it's just exciting all the way around. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, we're eager to get that thing going.
Yeah, it's gonna be super exciting.
Yes. Yeah.
Again, guys, just bear with us. Again, our floor camera is not cooperating at the moment, so it is what it is. You just have me and Oscar right now.
That's right.
One of us is very good looking, the other is kind of not. I'll let you decide which one's which. It is what it is.
Nobody's perfect.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, so let me ask you a question. You know what the open workout is, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So what do you think about the open workout?
I think it's horrifying, but I think it's about I've been looking at it, and I think it's just we just gotta face it. I see a lot of people coming out hot, doing the burpees, and if we can just walk the burpees and breathe, we'll be okay.
Yeah, so I did it at 3 o'clock today, and
oh yeah, how was that?
It was one of those things where you have to tell yourself immediately coming out into it. It's like, hey, let's just go ahead, chill out, slow down. You're not going to win the workout on 21s. It doesn't matter how far you get behind, how far you get ahead. You're not going to win, but you can definitely lose. It's almost like the assault bike.
Yeah.
If the assault bike's in the very beginning of a workout, it's going to be, hey, 3, 2, 1, go. Go, 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 go. And then it's like, well, I'm definitely not going to win, but I might lose.
Well, let me ask you the obvious first. Do you finish your workout?
I finished it.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
For those watching, listen. I finished the workout, so that means anybody should be able to finish the workout. I don't know if you ever seen me do burpees, but it is horrendous.
Oh, man.
I am very, very slow at burpees, and they destroy me. But, the dumbbell snatch was great. It was smooth. Felt great.
It definitely looks like a mental game once you get to the second round. From there on, it's kind of like, okay.
The second set of 15s is going to be, it is pretty rough.
Yes.
So, good news for y'all. It looks like we got our floor cam working. It is going to move around. Hopefully it doesn't glitch too much. Again, new venue, new things going on, church, gym, everything's good. Again, it is kind of changing everything right now, so we're going to have it trying to transition over here shortly. I know our second heat of the live stream is going right now, and let me pull up who is in this heat, because you will be able to see it here in a second. Let's see, it looks like we have Michelle Free, Jason Stevens, Steven Sawyer, Gabriel Wright Jr., a.k.a. G2,
see it right there.
Jesse Hickey, Melissa Gomez, Candace, Michael Looney, Thomas Bailey, and Cody Jett. Again, we're trying to get it going, but it is still connecting, so no big deal right now. All right. But yeah, this workout, pretty nasty. It, again, the first set of 21 and 21, you feel pretty good. You feel great. You get... This is how you psych people out right here. You get about, a minute in, you finish your first 21 snatches and your first 21 burpees. You feel pretty good. And then after that, you're like, it's starting to get pretty hard. No, I'm just kidding. The first set of 21 burpees, I'll go ahead and tell y'all, I finished the workout right at 12 minutes. So for me, the burpees in the first 21, I had to make sure I was going pretty slow. I was like, I cannot burn out here because burpees are definitely my weak point. Really don't want to burn out in the first 21 and then have to do another set of 21. So really just got to pace those 21. I was moving through it. I think I finished the first set of 21 right at 90 seconds to 2 minutes with my 21 burpees and my 21 snatches. And then after that, it went. So I may have come out a little too fast. I know I finished the first round of 24 right at the 4.5 to 5 minute mark. For all the 21, so I started the 15s right at that point. So, if you use me to do your workouts, say you do your workouts tomorrow, go slow in the 21s. Take your time. If you're going to redo Monday, kind of the same thing. Go slow. Be able to just kind of move through those reps. So, with that being said, it looks like
watching everybody the second round. Like you can tell in the facial expression once you get to the burpees on the
there
second
it
round.
is. We finally got the floor cam going. So, as you can see here, with us being at church, we have a lot of stuff kind of in the works, which I'll talk about kind of after this heat. But you can see one of our newer athletes, Jesse Hickey. He's running through those dumbbell snatches. He's new to CrossFit, not new to fitness, so he's moving through those. We got G2 working on his burpee over dumbbell. He came up to me beforehand and he said, I'm going to absolutely crush this workout. And you got Steven doing the same thing in that nice resting position. I love it. Yeah. Oh, geez. I don't know if that rep would have counted there. Take a few seconds off for that one. Got Michelle moving through hers. Again, kind of moving through this. We got Michelle, and then next to Michelle, we have Jason, and then Steven, and then kind of moving towards the back. We got Michael there, Jesse there, Steven still in that resting position, loving it. Jesse's getting over that dumbbell. Nice. So again, burpee over dumbbell. Very underestimated movement, I would say, because usually, we do a lot of burpees in class. Not really a ton of burpees over dumbbell. So kind of for us, we strive to move through that a little bit quicker. But Jesse looking at that clock, moving through some reps, still going.
Yeah, don't look at the clock.
I don't know what set he's on, but I know he's hurting.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the hurt position.
Yep.
Hands on the knees.
Yep.
Moving through it. If you've done this workout, let us know. We're live on YouTube, right, James?
Yep.
Cool. Let us know in the comments if you've done this workout, if you're going to do this workout. Tell us what the hardest part, or let's say hardest part and hardest set for you was. For me, it was the second set of 15 burpees that absolutely destroyed me. But once you get past those, you just kind of have to suffer through the kick in the face and just move through the nines. That's kind of, you can see what Steven's doing there. I think he's moving to a set of 9 because it looks like he is just grinding through that set of those burpees. So, who knows? I have no idea where anybody is. You got Jason next to him in the red shirt, moving through his snatches as well.
Come on.
Yes, he's moving through his. Come on, Steven.
Get up. Yep.
Again, this is one of those workouts. It's pretty easy to feel sorry for yourself laying down on the ground. So,
Yeah.
because I love laying on the ground on a workout like this. It's great because that's like, I can rest so much. A few things that kind of caught our eye this year. When the open workout was released, one thing CrossFit did is they released not different types of standards, but they released the way that they put their standards out. So if you go to CrossFit.com and you look at the standards, they actually have it written out in clear detail of, hey, this is what you can do and this is what you can't do. So biggest thing, kind of on the dumbbell snatch, you can see everybody's kind of adhering to those standards. Dumbbell's going to be straight overhead. Everything's going to be kind of locked out, and that opposite hand's not going to be touching on that leg, which is super exciting. This is the first year they introduced the non-alternating single-arm dumbbell snatch. So 21 on one side, do your 21 burpees, then you do your 21 on the other side. So that is kind of a new thing they've added this year. Same thing with the burpee. You can see biggest thing with the burpee is making sure that we get those feet up, we get them over. Kind of jumping wise, the standard that I know of is both feet have to be in the air at the same time. So you can see Jesse there almost looks like he's stepping, but both of his feet are in the air at the same time. Maybe not on that one, but it's close. But they have to be in the air at the same time, and that is the jump standard for that. So that's also a super exciting standard. It's kind of been the standard, but at the same time, it's also been kind of a gray area for the past couple of years. So they really made sure this year in the kind of movement standards to include that. So super exciting.
Yeah, it is.
So it looks like we got some athletes finishing up. Thomas right there is sucking for some air.
Yep.
So this is definitely a fire breather workout for me. There was no really muscle fatigue in this workout for me. It was all lungs. It's just burpees. Burpees over burpees over burpees.
So when you started it, what was your rhythm like? You went pretty fast when you first started, or you just kind of like went out, semi?
I want to say that I went out, kind of slow, but I know how I am and how I work out, so I probably went way too fast in the beginning. Because let me tell you what, the burpees, they said, hey, you can step up, you can jump up. Let me tell you what, I took all advantage of that step up on that burpee.
Oh, yeah.
So you can do what you please to do that burpee, but let me tell you what, try and move through those as quickly as possible while trying to have as little fatigue as possible is very difficult to do. So,
yeah, well, it looks like almost everybody's done.
With that being said, Oscar, I think we have Jake with Ironclad coming on next. So, Oscar, adios. Have a wonderful evening. We will see you at some point. But yeah, that was the first heat that you got to see. So, moving on to the second heat. We will have Danielle, Ratliff, Corey Glover, Natalie Shores, Teresa Mize, Grant Curry, Cam Cochran, Donnie Thornberry, Hannah Box, Casey Church, and Nathan Box going in the next heat. You know what's crazy? I don't see your name on this list. What's going on here?
I looked up, came in, hurt my back on Monday.
No. Look, there's a spot in the next heat. You can go.
I've been a little. I was about 75%. Came in and was doing just fine. Going through the workout. Got a little competitive late. Might have pushed it a little too hard, especially not being in the gym as much as I have been. So, I just luckily got a little wounded earlier this week and didn't have to do this yet.
See, that's what I need to do. I just need to come in and be like, oh no, I hurt my knee. Just can't, unless it's a heavy barbell. then I didn't hurt anything. I'm all in. But yeah,
you definitely also being married to a crazy CrossFitter.
Yeah,
okay,
it is,
a passionate CrossFitter.
You know what's funny is I was doing the workout today, and with when the workout was announced, I was like, hey, 15-minute cap, like it should be fine.
Sure.
But I was on the set of 9. And Sophia looked at me and she said, if you get capped, I'm never judging you again. And I was like, I'm not going to get capped. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
But I was honestly very worried.
The spousal peer pressure for CrossFitting is really tough.
And you know what's funny is she was also doing the workout. And Sophia, she jokes around with me all the time. But when she's working out, she's fully serious.
She's very serious.
But today, I may have made her mad. Oops. Today, I was like, we had music going, we had everything going, and she was on 15. I was like, hey, you have 2 more, and she did this. And I was like, I thought she was playing. I was like, yeah, you have 2. I said, go, because you're playing around. She was not playing around. She was really asking where she was, and I was like, 2, go, hurry up.
Get it.
And it was not very well. So,
it was not well received.
But if you want to know what Sophia did the workout in, she did it in like 4.5 minutes or something crazy. So
dude, she's ridiculous.
That's my that's my wife. I did it in like 5 times the time, but it is what it is.
That's awesome.
So Jake, I'm glad you're here. So tell us kind of what you do day to day, and how you kind of contribute to CFT. So you start off with your day-to-day stuff.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, I own and run a program called Ironclad Wrestling. Andrew and Lee and the rest of the CFT family are all just good friends of mine. Been working out here off and on for a number of years.
That's true.
Lots of off, but on too. Sometimes
off
sprinkling
right
a little on,
now.
off.
Now at the opens here.
When it's convenient, I'm off, and when it's like, man, I gotta go to the lake soon. I get a little more on in here. So I run a wrestling program. Go to church here at Gateway, all things. But I run a wrestling program. We actually, for a little window, ran our wrestling program out of the church too, which was the first iteration of running something else out of the church here. Anyways, but I run a wrestling program, man. It's pretty cool. We have a headquarters in downtown Birmingham, but campuses in Trussville, Pell City. And then we kind of help, we service the wrestling community here in Alabama and really elsewhere around the country. So, pretty cool.
So I have a question for you. So how do you, with you doing, I guess, CrossFit and fitness in general, how do you implement that into your wrestling programs and then kind of convince your clientele to do that as well?
Oh man, it's so important. So I do these like weekly training calls, and I've been like literally preaching this to high school and even college coaches about like the need for both, right? I mean, obviously you've got to be not just strong but in shape, right, to wrestle, and so and then really there's like in a well written workout, which like Andrew does the best job here. There's like some gamification of it, right? Like there's a score at the end, and so you can game a workout to some degree, and because of the scoring, you also kind of get like tricked into working harder than you would have on your own, right? And so I think it's incredible, man. I love it's stimulating because you're not just in here getting tired for the sake of getting tired, right? There's some purpose to it, and you have to gamify those things. If you've worked out long enough or hard enough, you know, doing the same, go lift weights or whatever, you feel like every other guy, like walking a step on the treadmill, you know. And so probably all been there, but man, it's huge. We preach the value of it, all the multiple energy systems, and you can go as deep as you want to on the science of it. But man, CrossFit and especially CFT, like not all CrossFit is created the same, right? CFT community is incredibly different, and so man, we're just proud to be a part of it, and obviously great friends with everybody involved, so it's really cool. Speaking of the legend, Todd Chappell in the background. Oh my gosh! All right, I'm going to try to keep it together over here. What's up, dude?
Hey, bro, I like that shirt.
I know,
Is that an
man.
Andy Frisella shirt?
Woo.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's what I like to see. So you said you set up and tore down here, kind of as CFT is doing now. So if you look in the live stream now, we have our next heat going. But one thing I do want to make a kind of a point to see is the fact that we have a full functioning gym.
Dude, look how awesome
church.
it is. I was just standing on the side watching. I was like, this is absolutely incredible. Like, I mean,
it's actually insane to think about. Like,
it is totally like it's just completely opposite settings.
Like we
and
have
it's so
a
cool.
Full pull-up rig. We have mats, barbells, bikes, skiers, rope. We literally have everything you could possibly want to function as a CrossFit gym in a church that also is a church.
It's really like I was standing on the side. I was like over by the Phoenix paintings here, and I'm like, I was looking back in. I was like, dude, this is like this bougie boutique CrossFit gym.
It's great.
It's so cool. It really is nuts. It's been super awesome.
There we go. Again,
and we're on.
Bear with us, guys. You know, we have a lot of moving parts in this, so the camera may not be on and off. So it is what it is at this point. I don't know the answer to this, but you may know the answer. So Andrew's new building, right?
Yeah.
Is Ironclad going to be part of that?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. He and I have been, you know, we've had all these little iterations of trying to work together, and it seems like, sorry, I'm like watching the workout here as I'm talking, so forgive me if I'm like back and forth, but yeah, we're going to be there, man. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. The chance to kind of service the community. There's a ton of crossover as far as clientele. The wrestling community is very much like the CrossFit community, and it's like this little niche group, and if you do it, then you kind of have a kinship with others who go and suffer in the same way that you do and push themselves, and so it's really a no-brainer. And you know, in terms of people and character and whatever else, I'm pretty excited about it because yeah, like we're trying to hang. I used to have to leave the gym early to go to practice. That's why I'm not here as much anymore, is that I have to be at practice. So being able to be in the same building is going to be incredible and service a lot of these kids, and we'll grow them up and turn them into CFT members down the road.
Yeah. Are you excited to bring Ironclad to Trussville?
Yeah, man, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, so we've kind of got a little thing worked out where we're like satellite servicing everybody out of the high school, but having a brick and mortar place outside of the school system where you don't have some of those constraints is going to be incredible. Grew up here, lived here my whole life, really, and so just the chance to be a kind of a staple in the community will be really cool. You know, I'm pumped about that. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Speaking of, I go back. I mean, dude, this workout is just gnarly. Like, I haven't done it, so I haven't experienced it firsthand. But you can just feel the tension in the room of like, oh, there's some real misery going on here. There's some suffering happening.
So I asked Oscar this when you first saw this workout. What was your initial reaction to it?
I was like, good thing this back is already blown out because I won't be doing this. Like, man, what I was just thinking, like total back fest. because I would get tired. I would get tired doing these burpees.
Jake, this is a PG show. We need to tone it down a little bit, Lord.
I must have said something and not realize. I'm so sorry. I would have been like just waiting to suffer on this. I would have got tired doing burpees, and then my form would have completely, gone out. I'd have been in trouble. Absolute trouble. It just seems like, look, the single arm, like it's not just 2159. You do it twice, right? And so, even if you think you understand it beforehand, like I feel like it would just be so much more work when you're actually doing the volume itself. Like it would really be hard to game this workout and not go out early.
Yeah. So what if I told you this? What if I told you the snatches did not matter in this workout? Because that's the case. The snatches are irrelevant in every scenario. I was telling people earlier, I was like, honestly, here at CF2, we have a lot of people that are burpee machines. And I was like, if you can moderately move a dumbbell, like you don't even have to do it in big sets. You could do 7-7-7 on both arms, and and smoke the burpees, you would still blow through this workout.
Oh my gosh.
As long as you're disciplined on your breaks between the dumbbell and you can move on burpees, you're going to do fantastic in this workout.
My fast pace and my slow pace of burpees are always at about a 6. And so I don't think that I would be doing such a great job here. This seems like this would, I would be getting capped and be getting yelled at by my wife. And I'm probably going to circle back and try to hit it on Monday if I can be healthy or whatever. Just because it seems wrong to watch everybody go through this and not participate.
Yeah.
In a crazy way, it is fun, right? So it's been a blast.
So we got our athletes moving through this again. This is kind of our, I think this is our third heat kind of on the live stream. So
yeah.
We do have a lot of athletes going this time. You see we got Casey Church in the back there doing that snatch, moving through those reps. Cam's
doing a repeat
again,
back there. Yeah, dude.
From this morning. He said, I didn't go fast this morning, so I need to go faster this afternoon, as he finished sub-8 this morning.
Sub-8 minutes.
So he is kind of moving through that. We got Glover moving on his burpees.
Glover
See, that's
like
the pace
grinding.
you need to be moving there. Easy peasy, just kind of cruising through it. Natalie Shores also moving through her. She just went out of the frame. And then the lovely Danielle Ratliff moving through hers as well. Getting ready to knock out some more snatches. And then Teresa Mize, again, one of our longtime athletes moving through those burpees.
One of the cool things is there's such a range of athletes, right? I always tell people, like, all the time, people get intimidated by CrossFit or something or think, oh, I'm not fit enough, I need to get in shape before I go to the gym. Like, there's such a range of like, athletes. Just, everybody, again, like, we're all different stages, but everybody's on the same journey. I think that's what's so cool is, like, you see some mom with a whole family and everybody taken care of, and, like, she's pushing herself. Like there's definitely motivation in that, right?
Yeah.
You look over and go, if she's not, like, you're having quitter thoughts, or maybe not everybody, I'm having quitter thoughts. I'm thinking about, like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And you look over and this lady's just, grinding out burpees. Like, man alive, that's inspiring. So
yeah,
that's a really cool thing.
You have Donnie and Cam moving through those. So, you have kind of your veteran athletes. You have Casey Church, who's been doing Reboot for a while, also moving through those burpees. And then you have somebody such as Hannah Box here on the end moving through those snatches. She started here probably a month ago, and she's doing the open.
That's so cool, the courage, like, out here in front of everybody. And it's just like I said, awesome community.
Absolutely.
So they're about 8.5-ish minutes in here or whatever. Again, I haven't done this, so you tell me, what are you feeling like right now? What kind of thoughts are you having at this point in the workout?
Let me tell you what. I think I was probably... What's so funny, Gabriel? I was probably on the first set of 15, which, for those watching, that might be kind of slow, but for me, I felt like I was flying. Yeah, it's kind of like Jake said earlier. You just feel sorry for yourself, and you just want to stop doing it. I said this earlier, but it's so easy to feel sorry for yourself when you're doing burpees, because you get in the position like Glover was just in, on the ground, relaxed, able to just rest. And you're like, I just want to lay here.
Lay here and breathe my own carbon dioxide.
Yes. But
just
that was where the
breathing.
discipline had to come into the workout was, hey, get back up, keep moving. So lungs were up, pretty fatigued, breathing pretty heavy. So it is one of those things that once you're 8 minutes in, you're past halfway. So you're like, okay, I can keep moving.
Oh, it's all downhill after 8 minutes, right? Isn't that, is it
yeah.
uphill or downhill? I don't remember how the saying
Well,
goes.
you got to think, as soon as you start the workout, it's technically all downhill.
It's technically all downhill.
You just got to keep moving. That's the hard part. It's like riding a bike down the hill, but your back tire's locked. That's what it feels like in this workout.
Right.
You just want to
that
keep
sounds
going,
about
but you're
right.
like, I have to stop.
That sounds about right
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Would the like, oh yeah, it's all downhill. Oh, did I mention the back tire's locked? Like the
Did I mention
chain, your
I don't have a
shoelaces
back
are stuck
tire?
in the chain or something like that. Oh my gosh, kids today don't know those struggles.
Yes. So athletes still moving through this.
How was single arm the whole time? I mean, you said the snatches were irrelevant. Boulder shoulders McGee over here was like, oh, no big deal.
I mean,
There wasn't any like, was it like grippy at all or shoulders?
To me,
doing the full sets.
It wasn't bad. The only time that it really got bad was the set of 9 because I think you knew you had to go at that point, so you were trying to go faster. But at the same time, for me, when I was doing my 9 sets of snatches, I was doing a snatch up, but almost like a reverse clean and jerk to go back down to the ground. So that way I could rest a little bit right here, pop it down, go, and then come right back
kind
up.
of take the shoulder, the tension
Yes.
off the shoulders. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think if your goal is to do it unbroken, do your snatches unbroken, use that as your resting point rather than just resting it on the ground. That way you can try and keep moving as quickly as possible when you do it on Monday.
I feel like on the set of 9, I'm going to be blackout of fatigue,
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah.
Like, I'm going to be in a dark place.
Yeah, it was definitely rough.
It's always wonderful how the open works out. Like, I come off a season of wrestling where I'm not here as much because I'm of my time, and then I would usually go snow skiing right like the full week before the open starts. So I'm just really at peak fitness when this thing gets here.
Absolutely.
I have really fond memories of like killing myself in front of my friends on Friday evenings. It's really great.
It's great. All right, looks like our camera keeps going out. So back to us.
And Camera One News Team.
Good Lord. All right.
We'll save all the Ron Burgundy quotes.
Oh God. Please. And we're back.
You've got the mustache for it. Like, what are we thinking?
We're here. All right, athletes still
Looks
moving.
like-
I know we're probably 11 minutes in now.
Did we get a time on Mr. Cam Cochran himself, Speedy Gonzalez, back there in the back? Did we see what time he finished? I totally missed that.
We're approaching the 12-minute mark right now, and is he still laying on the ground?
He's probably like in his truck already. I bet he's got his.
He's back there.
He's putting on a camouflage shirt somewhere.
He's
There he is back there, skinless. That's him. You always know that he doesn't have a shirt on.
Yeah, he definitely got the bare chest award at the Waddies this year. So, yeah, kind of again talking about how we move things around and do things here. We have lights this year that are flashing to the beat of the music, kind of out of the camera. We have an upgraded sound system that we use for Friday night lights and events, to where we have some really nice speakers and a subwoofer. So the music in there is definitely bumping. I know you may not can hear it kind of through
It's going on.
YouTube, but
Oh, it's
we
going
can hear
on
it.
for sure.
We can actually probably feel it more than we can hear it out here in a trailer outside of the church. So there's kind of...
This place is so. I mean, again, we keep going back to the remote nature. This is such a unique thing, but like, look how awesome this is, and it gets put up and torn down every week, like every week. And so, like, I just keep thinking, hey, this is so cool, and really, what makes it so special is the community of people, And that's stuff it's kind of cliche conversation for any like little group or tribe, but man, it really is a special thing because all this is going on and it's remote. What's that going to be like? When this building goes up in the heart of Trussville and it's fully dedicated space, I mean, it's going to be incredible.
It's going to be insane. I'm ready for it.
You're ready to stop setting
Everybody's
up.
ready for it. Yeah,
Sunday we get done to church and I'm like, guys, love y'all, but I got practice.
Yeah. Andrew sent us a message the other day that said, we've been approved through the city and everything's ready to roll. And I said, man, the countdown has begun to not putting stuff up. Looks like we got 1 minute left. A few
Here it
athletes
goes.
still working. We got Natalie and Teresa working. Hannah's still working. We got Nathan in the back. Just went out of frame, still working.
Coming up on that 1 minute mark. Here we go.
Grant right there in the Carhartt shirt. He's one of our newest athletes. He's actually 16 years old. That is actually Hannah's brother. So Hannah's behind him. So this is kind of one of the first.
That's so awesome.
First workouts he's really done.
That's incredible, dude.
I think he's been here close to a month. He started kind of when Hannah and Nathan started. So it's always good to see, younger athletes come in. He has a background kind of moving in football. So I think he wanted to do this in order to stay in shape and then get ready for the football season. So that's always super exciting to see athletes come in.
No brainer.
Love it. So it looks like we got athletes just finishing. Nathan said, hey, I'm done with this. We're done. I'm out.
I was waiting on that buzzer the whole time. Oh, man.
Looks like he's getting close to that
Come
ending
on.
point. A couple athletes still moving through it.
I thought the buzzer, the way he got rid of it, I thought the timer went off. Oh, man, that was awesome. Tell me what you're thinking without telling me what you're thinking.
Literally.
Way to go. High fives going around. Looks like they just wrapped up.
Absolutely.
What a great finish. That was awesome.
Awesome.
Nice
Always
catching
awesome to
Heat
watch.
3 with you here, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I'm glad
Hey,
you're here.
you're quite the news anchor. I think you definitely got a face for this. I think this could be your future.
We're gonna bring it in. I'm ready. When the new gym's built, I'm going full time.
Full time
podcasting. Thank you again, Jake.
You're the man, dude.
Who's next? You want to be next? Don't worry, I got a line of like 50 people back here. This live stream's supposed to end at 6, but we're kind of running behind, so we're just going to keep it going until we end. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah, we're partners today. We're right next to each other the whole time.
Listen. So this is Gabriel. If you don't know Gabriel, he sometimes does CrossFit. He sometimes coaches at the gym. But most importantly, he owns this building that we're in. So he's kind of the boss that runs everything, to be honest. But yeah, we did do the workout together today.
Yep.
He said that he was very scared to go next to me. Andrew was so scared to go next to me that he
just
even
quit
didn't
our
do the
heat.
workout.
Yeah.
He said, "Make Gabriel and Lee is in this one."
He said, I'm out. See ya. I'm going to go sit in
y'all
the trailer.
later.
I'm going to do live stream.
So, Gabriel,
Yeah.
with you being the owner and preacher, one of the preachers.
We call it pastors.
Well,
Not owners. But yeah, that's cool. I like
you're
it.
the owner of the building.
I'll take
Technically.
it. I'll take it.
You know the question, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so one of the big deals that a lot of people ask, as a matter of fact, today, someone said, man, aren't you going to be glad when the gym leaves? And I said, I enjoy the gym being here. It's a lot of fun as a pastor to have the gym here, hanging out, getting to see all my friends all the time. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, the whole tear down, setup, all that stuff, yeah, that's for the birds, man. Nobody likes that. Yeah. But you guys, the gym crew and some of the church crew that help out, man, we really knock this thing out pretty quick. It's amazing how fast it gets transformed from one thing to the next.
Yeah.
I think we've got it down to like 25 minutes or something crazy
like that.
It's
science,
it's
for
insane how fast we go to set this thing up. But what an opportunity, for us to be able to be an outreach to the community. There's a lot of people just at the gym maybe that may not have a pastor, and so I've had quite a few people come up to me and say, hey, can I ask you some questions about life? Can I just talk to you? So it's a real good opportunity for us just to be a part of our community and not just be isolated as a church.
Yeah.
So I enjoy having the gym here.
Yeah, it's definitely been a blessing in every shape, form, or fashion with the gym being able to be here. One thing I want to ask you about is, we have a full functioning gym within the building that the church is also. Does that bother you at any point?
No, I don't care. I think it's fun. So I'm probably not a great pastor, and not the best person to have doing this, but that's been one of the issues that we've had. And so James and Andrew have a podcast. If you guys watch and want to go check it out, it's a great podcast. But I've gotten to be on it one time and talk about this whole thing. But one of the things that we've noticed is like Andrew is more the guy that's really cautious about the church stuff. And I'm the one that's just like, oh, you want to put a rig in the gym, in the church? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, we want to, put dumbbells over here. And yeah, let's do it. Let's put a rig outside. Let's whatever. So I've been all for that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun to me. As a pastor, one of the things I don't like is I don't like having a building that I'm paying however many thousands of dollars for, and to only use it on Sundays, or whenever our offices were inside, to only have one small space that gets used on a daily basis, and you get this whole building sitting empty. So being able to have the gym here is a lot of fun. I feel like opening up the building and using it is good stewardship of what God's given us. And then like even little things that have come out of that. So we've got a lot of homeschool parents that are coaches. And so just the other day we had one of our homeschool parents that's a coach. She coached, maybe she worked out at 9 and then was coaching 12. And so I was like, hey, go in our kids' room, use it for your homeschool stuff. And so her and her kids brought all their stuff. They do homeschool upstairs on those days. And so I love being able to utilize the building more than just Sunday morning. So
yeah, and I know from CFT's perspective, I'm a representative of CFT as well as you are.
Yeah.
And I know we are super thankful for you in every scenario that we could have, because right after the fire, you were like, hey, I have a building that doesn't get used to the week.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and make this work out?
I think Andrew thought I was joking. So we're standing there watching the building burn down, and so as the building's on fire, I just walked up to Andrew and I whispered in his ear. I was like, hey man, if you want to use the building tomorrow, you're more than welcome to use the church. And he's like, yeah, okay. Just kind of blew me off a little bit, not in a bad way. Obviously, his business is burning to the ground. And then he came back, called me later on, and was like, oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
And it was within a flash. Boom. Next day, church gym.
Looks like we've started.
Oh yeah, looks like we got. Let's see.
Dr. Daniel over there.
Dr. Daniel's in.
Hey, Dr. Daniel's right here. Real tall guy. He's being judged by Donnie Fortenberry in the green shirt. Daniel's in the gray shirt.
Yep.
If you guys haven't heard, he's running a business called Drip that does IV stuff. And so, if you need an IV, you need to be get your fluids replenished or whatever, Daniel's the man. He'll take care of you. On top of the fact that he treats just about everybody in the gym for all of our knees and shoulders and backs.
Hey, speak for yourself.
He takes care of me, man. That sucker. He's got all my insurance money, I think. So, then who's that? Is that Jameson next to him?
Yes, we got Jameson next to him. Again, he was an athlete a long time ago. Recently started back. As soon as we got in the church, I feel like he came back and started working out again. Yeah. Behind him, we got Keckner, who's also been a long time member.
My man Keckner is tall, y'all. If you're a tall athlete, this workout is gonna, yikes. You doing those snatches and having to go that far, that's a lot of traveling. Let's see how Keckner does here. Look how far that dumbbell goes. It's sitting like watching Soph.
I would love to see him and Sophia go next to each
Oh
other.
my gosh.
See the cycle rate.
Oh
between
yeah.
them.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Now look at Hannah right here.
We got Hannah and Corey. So Corey's in the hat in the back. Hannah, his wife, is in the front moving that 20-pound dumbbell.
These guys always work out together. Every class that they come in together. They partner together a lot. Now Hannah does do some 5 a.m. classes and some later classes. She does a little bit of both.
Yep.
There's Bailey right there.
With the bright orange shoes
bright
on.
orange shoes. You can't miss her. Bailey's about to get married. That's one wedding I'm not doing.
Oh yeah, she is.
It's a shocker. I usually do
Coming
a lot
up
of
this
weddings.
next month.
But there she is. Yeah, this month.
This month.
Yeah, later
So
on
this
this
month
month, she's
first.
getting married. So, and her husband to be goes to a gym across town, a CrossFit gym. So he'll come drop in with us every so often. I think he's gonna have to just move over to CFT. That's what I think should happen.
I'm in. I'm in for everybody. Come CFT. Love it.
Look at this.
Come to the church gym. It's great.
The church gym. Yeah, that's what we are.
So everybody's moving on those snatches pretty well. Again, Gabriel, you did this workout. I don't know how far we're into this workout, but I'm assuming they're on the second set of 21s, just kind of by how people are moving.
Yeah.
What were you thinking on the second set of 21?
So my goal, like, obviously, I don't have a great back. I haven't since before CrossFit, not a CrossFit thing. So I knew that the snatches were going to blow my back up if I wasn't careful. So I decided to do 7, 7, 7 and take a breath in between each one of those. And so my thing was if I could get through the 21s and the 15s at pace, then I could just go full send on the 9s. And so that's what I tried to do. It looks like to me like a lot of these guys, I'm watching Corey kind of step back a little bit.
Yep.
He's kind of taking his time. Jameson's still doing the hop back, like almost the 18.0. I see Bailey's going faster, a little bit faster. I would slow it down. I mean, I just would not go fast. I like that speed that Corey's going right there. That looks
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely. This kind of reminds me of like the shuttle run workout from last year where they discovered, if you walk your shuttle runs, you actually move faster and can do more reps.
Right.
So this is kind of the same thing to where unless you're really, really super good at burpees, stepping up and stepping down is going to keep your heart rate under control so you're able to move a little bit quicker.
The other thing I noticed in this, and I honestly didn't think it was going to be an issue, is people touching the dumbbell, jumping over it. I thought, I've never seen anybody touch the dumbbell. It's so low. But I'm watching people that are trying to go fast. They clip that dumbbell.
Yep.
And so you really got to be sure of yourself. So, I mean, obviously there's going to be some stud athletes out there that need to just run and gun from the beginning. But I think for most of us average athletes, pace in the beginning and then speeding up at the end is probably the way to go.
Yeah, for sure. So athletes are all moving through those snatches. We got Hannah and Bailey moving on those burpees. Again, I don't know what time we're in, nor have I counted anybody's reps. So I'm assuming, let's see, right at 5 minutes
in.
So probably just got done with the 21s for a lot of people moving through this. So everybody's probably on that second set of 21 burpees, if not moving into the 15 snatches. So
now one thing, in talking about athletes here, because we strategy-wise, Jared's popped the top already.
He did that like he knew he was on camera.
He did. I think he knew it was coming. One thing about athletes, we can talk about the strategy, but there's only so much strategy you can do with two movements.
Yeah.
To talk about some of the athletes, one of the people I've been super impressed with is Corey Witt.
Mr. CrossFit.
Mr. CrossFit is what we call him here. He's one of those guys that you just love to have around.
Yeah.
He studies. He prepares himself for the workouts. I mean, he's that guy that's always trying to figure some stuff out and does a great job. Lately, he's just gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. There's Cowboy. That's my dad over there watching Daniel, trying to encourage him.
He's probably yelling at him if I had to guess.
Absolutely.
That's what he does.
Saying, "Come on, girl, let's go."
Yep.
And just casually walks away from him when he doesn't do what he wants him to
drink his coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to stay up for the night. But yeah, going back to kind of what Corey has done, he's definitely a CrossFit guru, sort of like myself. But he may be a little bit more. He back searched the image that Dave Castro posted and actually figured out that it's a mushroom that you can eat. It is poisonous. It won't kill you, but it's just going to be awful during the time that you have it. So
I guess that works for this. It won't kill you. It's just going to be bad.
It's
absolutely
a definite representation of it. I think the explanation that Corey had was a lot better than what Dave Castro had. If you watch the announcement, he was just drawing mushrooms, saying, "See, it's a mushroom," and it wasn't.
No.
So
you can make anything a mushroom if you draw a mushroom around it. That's what I say.
It's true.
All right, thanks, Matt. Just stood up right in front of the camera.
Jeez. Lord.
Trying to show us his triceps.
Yeah.
Good job, Matt.
Oh, man. All right.
Ooh, Cam. Cam did a redo at 7:39. Holy smokes. And I can tell you, I was watching Cam in the second round right before I came in here, and Cam did 8 this morning.
Yep.
He got no repped. I had to no rep him a couple of times for tripping over the dumbbell, and he still got a better time. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
His sister got 7:32 so far, top score. I think. I'm wondering if Casey went scaled. I can't remember. She went scaled.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. I was on the 15s when she was finishing her 9 burpees, and it was so demoralizing.
Yeah, I
They were
could
like,
hear
"She's
Josh in
moving
the background.
So fast. And
Oh,
I'm
it's
like,
terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
Gosh, this is awful.
Looks like Christy got an 8:04.
Yep.
Gomez
9:46.
9:46. Wow, that's amazing. That is moving. Looks like John Mize did a 12:05 today.
Yep.
That's really great. That's really great. These guys really moving. You and I did not do as well as those people.
Speak for yourself. I did great. For me.
I did great for me.
Hey, see?
Absolutely. I'm saying compared to them.
Listen.
Are you going to redo it?
No.
He's going to redo it. He'll absolutely redo it. Come
Listen.
Monday, Sofa have talked him into redoing it.
Listen, this is my 8th open. And you know how many times I've redone the workout?
How many times?
Let's see. Every single open workout. So, you know,
So you're definitely
might
gonna
have to be
redo
the
it.
start.
You're definitely
you know,
gonna
let's
redo
just chill and relax.
Absolutely. No.
So-
You don't get into that.
Oh, we'll see.
Let's go, Keckner. Man, having Keckner and Daniel Smith in the same heat, that is just, they're so tall. And I always wished I was taller until I started doing some CrossFit stuff. And it's like, you're so thankful for being a little bit shorter.
Let me tell you a funny story about Keckner. So, you know, when you do CrossFit, most people know you don't have really a lot of AC. You have a hot warehouse building to where you just sweat a lot and move a lot. So if you ever hear anybody refer to the term penguin burpees, Keckner was the inventor of those. So that's where you sweat so much that you're able to slide on your hands, go into your burpee, and then slide back up to do your burpee. So
it's a strategy.
It is. He was the inventor of it. So if you ever want to do penguin burpees, just jump in a pool, go on a mat, and then get moving.
Nice.
So we got Hannah. Looks like she's done.
Wow. And we're at the 9-minute mark somewhere. I just saw the clock and it said 9 minutes something. So Corey's still moving on his. Keckner's still going. Jameson, Daniel, they're all still going. Looks like Bailey's done.
Looks like we got Corey still moving in the back. Looks like he's finishing up. He's moving quick. Just finished. So
I think maybe pound for pound, Bailey's probably one of the strongest people. Do you think? I mean, she's pretty strong.
For sure.
And I don't think she weighs but maybe 110 pounds. Maybe. So she was probably moving that dumbbell pretty quick today. Look at Keckner. Let's go, dude. You can do it. I wish he could see me or hear me. I'm just talking to him like he's there.
Yeah. Got Jameson still
Corey's
moving.
done. Oh my goodness, is Corey done?
Corey is done.
I wonder how fast Corey finished that. I wonder if he went sub 11.
Maybe.
That's pretty impressive.
If he went sub 11, I guess I'm going to have to do it again.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to do it again.
I don't know.
Guess who's not going to have to do it again?
Me. Oh.
I'm happy with my time. Even though my own son beat me, I'm happy with my time.
Did he? What did he finish in?
10 something. He
I
beat you
gotta
too.
redo it then. If G2 beat me, I'd definitely have to redo it. Because you're just going to talk smack to me.
Listen, if you're out there doing CrossFit, one day you're going to have kids. If your kids do CrossFit, they're going to beat you at something. I've passed that threshold now.
No, they're not.
It's bad.
I'm going to make
it's
sure
real
they
bad.
can't.
I'm going to have to break his legs to make that happen.
Hey, man.
All right, these guys are still struggling through this thing.
Whatever it
Jameson, let's
takes.
go, dude. I think Jameson's about to be a father.
He's already a father.
Oh, they had the baby. Sorry. Whoops. I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah.
He's a new father, though.
Yes.
New father, yeah.
Yeah, his wife, they had their baby probably a month ago.
Maybe.
I hope they're not watching this because I don't want them to think that we don't know about their lives.
You know about their life. I obviously.
I want to say it was about a month ago.
I do remember her bringing the baby. I think I do remember this.
But yeah, she
Jameson's
just
an evening. He's an evening athlete, so that's why I don't get to see him very often. I'm usually a morning coach. But see, he's one of those. Jameson, you got to move. You got to go faster because one day your kid's going to catch up to you.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to help you out.
No.
Keckner's in that same boat, young father.
Yep. Looks like Daniel's done. He's sitting on the ground behind Donnie, unless he's just taking a nice, easy rest.
I think he's definitely done. These guys have got to finish it up right here.
Yeah, we got Jameson. He's definitely on his last set of snatch, for sure.
Yeah. He's going after it now. Don't break. When you get to the 9, you just got to hold on to it. I mean, you cannot sit that dumbbell down.
Not at all.
Even on the burpees. I mean, you gotta keep moving through those burpees.
So he just finished his 9 on his right hand, assuming he went 9 on his left hand to do the first set. So this should be his last 9 burpees.
He should be finishing up.
And this is the work.
There's a no rep.
This is part of the workout where you're like, okay, I have to just keep moving.
Did you think in this workout, did you think it was fun? Did you have fun doing this workout, or was it just a grind? You know, there's some of them I think we think are fun.
I'll say this. I don't know if, me personally, this doesn't feel like a traditional CrossFit workout, CrossFit Open workout.
Yeah.
Just because, to me, I feel like they're supposed
Chicken. Did you say chicken?
What?
There was a chicken just ran across the room. I think it was a kid in a costume. Look, there it goes again.
Oh my goodness.
Who put their kid in the chicken outfit?
In the world?
That's hilarious. There they go.
Wow.
There it goes.
Zoom in on that chicken. Jeez. That's the star of the show now, is that chicken. So, Dr. Dan finished in right under, I might have to redo it.
Yeah.
Right under 11 minutes.
I can't believe you let Daniel beat you like that. Donnie, 12:22 Donnie beat me.
You know, I'm gonna blame it on the sweet potatoes I ate earlier.
Yeah, I eat sweet potatoes too. That's what slowed me
See,
down.
there it is.
Absolutely.
The common
Don't eat sweet
denominator.
potatoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Don't eat sweet potatoes before you work out.
All right, Leroy. I've had fun talking to you.
Yeah.
But I got to get on the road.
All right, see you later. Where are you going?
Franklin,
Back
Tennessee.
inside? Franklin, Tennessee.
I'm going to go sit in a car for 3 hours after doing 90 snatches.
Well, have fun with that. Oh, jeez. All right. See you later, Gabriel. All right, next guest we're going to have is the one and only Todd Chappelle. Morning.
How we doing? How we doing?
Great. How are you?
Good.
Again, I love your shirt.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm a supporter for sure. Andy Purcell.
How can you not be?
I know, sure.
Right.
Sure.
All
I listen to
American.
him all
All
the time.
American.
So, how have you been? I feel like I hadn't seen you in years.
It has been since the
Well,
fire.
I guess it's been almost
the
a year,
fire.
right?
Yeah. We have we've had a little separation anxiety, haven't we?
It's okay. It's all right. So y'all are out of the Trussville Civic Center right now, right?
Yes. Yes.
How's
So
that?
they have been fantastic.
Everything's
They
going
have-
good?
They have helped us. They have been, the Civic Center is very just, adequate. Like they it's more or less just like, hey, you come in and kind of. It's just been very nice.
So if you don't know Todd, he's the owner and operator of Lion's Pride Jiu-Jitsu. So in other words, he could probably kill me right now without me really even knowing it. So it's very intimidating. Like I'm sweating just thinking about it.
Don't know about that, but yeah, well, I know how to protect myself.
Ah,
Yes.
see, there it is. But yeah, so they were at CFT, before the tragedy happened of the fire. They are now at the Trussville Civic Center, but with the new building coming,
Yes.
opens up some doors. Can you tell us about it?
Yes. So once the building is built, we will have the same opening day as you guys.
Oh.
So we will start and we'll have classes 4-5 times a week, more than 5 days. Days a week.
And I've already told Sophia that I've always wanted to get into jiu-jitsu, but the timing of it really just didn't work out beforehand.
Right.
So I'm hoping that with the new gym,
Yes.
you being able to offer a lot more because you'll have your own dedicated space.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
So the issue with before was like we just didn't have our own space, and now that we'll be able to do more times in the morning and then afternoon, and so with that comes more coaches, and so we have myself and I have my brown belts. I got Philip, and I got a couple more that that are going to be part of our show as well.
So you're kind of in the same boat that we are right now as far as setting up and tearing down. Is that correct?
Yes, which is fun. It's always great.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing like tearing it down and then rebuilding it every day.
That's
'Cause
true.
It kind of just gives you a sense of like just hey, another day's done.
Yeah.
So
I will say you probably have it not harder than we do, but you do have to set up almost every day. Right?
oh yeah, every day. Yeah.
If we had to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm out. See you later.
It's not that bad, but I mean, well, you kind of, what's good about it is you can have like younger belts. You can dedicate them. You can just, you can be the boss of the building. Hey, young guys, you're cleaning these mats and you're rolling them in and
That's
out.
what we have G2 for here.
Yeah,
So
that's
what
right.
we use it for. So, we have the open going on. If you haven't caught on to the theme today, for those tuning in, we're kind of going through a lot of people that are going to be tenants in the new building. So, we have Todd, who's obviously with Lion Price Jiu-Jitsu. We had Jake earlier with Ironclad. Oscar, who's going to be kind of the event space coordinator. Gabriel, who is letting us use his space now. And who knows?
How awesome is that, though?
That is.
I mean, like, it was almost like you started from, like, you never had to, like, stop.
Yeah,
like, what a blessing, honestly. Like, it's just like, it's funny how God works,
It's kind of crazy to think about because, when we were at the old gym, I say the old gym, the burnt gym, I feel like there's so many names for it now because, like, this is the gym now, that's the burnt gym, and now we're going to have the new gym.
That's so funny. We drive by it when I'm taking the kids to school, and my daughter's like, Daddy, is that where homeless live? Like, no. It's a CrossFit. And she's like, well, it's just been sitting there for the past year.
So
like, something will happen, right? Eventually.
Yeah. For me, it was hard to, like, you know, we took so much almost for granted when we were in there because we had everything we needed. It was great. And then to basically have everything stripped away from you one day and have nothing the next day, you're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Yeah.
You
know,
so,
those events in our life, you know, they're for, you know, for a reason, right? You know, we go through these things. They're growing pains, of course, right?
But, for sure.
You know, but you know, these are mountains that we have to climb. So yeah. So, but look at this right here. Look at this. Like, you got all these people in one smaller building than what Trussville was. So
and
CrossFit
you know,
was.
we're super blessed to have all these people that are here doing Friday Night Lights in a church, in a gym that gets flipped every week. So it is, you know, it's super exciting to see this. You know, it's on us right now, but on our other camera, we can see all the people. They're actually about to get started with the next workout. So there they are. Boom. We got Maddie Smith in lane, I guess that's 3, kind of closest to us. Autumn, who's one of our newer athletes in the gray shirt behind her. Looks like next to her we got Brooke Glover. And then behind those two, we have Gabby Kinsley and Matt Kinsley. So moving through those reps. One thing I want to ask you is, let's see, I have questions on my phone here. So what, let me ask you this. You did CrossFit way back in the day, right?
I did, yes.
So do you think CrossFit prepares you in order to enter into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Oh, absolutely. So one's the cardio, just the overall strength. It's just like, it's core. Every bit of CrossFit is core.
Yeah.
And so just the overall like athleticism that you have to do CrossFit, it turns into Jiu-Jitsu because you know, we're constantly using everything, all of our bodies while we're rolling. And you know, it's just it's such a, like, you can adapt really well. And like, you know, you take athletes, we can take Andrew, you know, yourself, and you know, even the guys that absolutely have no athleticism, you give them 3 months in jiu-jitsu and then they're gonna do fine in CrossFit.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of like, for most people, that I think it's intimidation factor. You know, hey, because what you see in CrossFit today compared to CrossFit when we did it, when I started, it's totally different.
Yes.
It's not like, hey, we're hitting Karen one day and then we're hitting Fran the next day. You know, you still do those workouts, but things have modified.
Yeah.
And it's so much friendlier and just more forgiving, you know. So those were days where I was completely like couldn't walk for 3 days, and then I'm like, why am I so sore? But you know, like, you know, and in jiu-jitsu, you know, it's a matter of just understanding how to adapt, you know. And so, and you know, I've been doing this for almost 20 years, so you kind of figure out like how, you know, how people are really like, what intimidates them, right? So what intimidates people is like, you seeing all these guys in there and just wrestling, you know, kind of just like going at each other, and you're just like, and that's not like how it is. You know, it's not. You know, it's, you know, we're in there to make each other better. And so, you know, we got guys that compete, we got guys that don't compete, we call hobbyists. You know, you go to work every day, you come and do jiu-jitsu, and then you're just like, hey, I just do this for fun. You know, I need an outlet. And so that's kind of right. You know, look at these guys. I mean, they're killing themselves. You know, they're killing themselves to work because, you know, they're wanting to get to the next level. You know, and that's kind of what where I'm at with jiu-jitsu. It's like, you know, we push ourselves for a reason, right? We're looking for those goals, and it's not like we're looking for like, hey, admirations to being like the best jiu-jitsu. We just want our personal goals, right? And so that's what it's about. And so that's how I feel like jiu-jitsu and CrossFit combined.
So with you not being, I guess, a CrossFit guru at the moment, do you know what 24.1 is?
I absolutely do not.
Okay, so it's basically 90 dumbbell snatches.
Okay.
And 90 burpee over dumbbell.
Oh, nice.
So kind of based off that description, what do you think the worst part of the workout is?
Probably just the overhead. Yeah. That would be my That would be my completely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, oops. Well, there goes the camera. It'll come back at some point. Well, good thing is
Next week's gonna be better.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Next week's gonna be better.
So one thing I want to point out, kind of, I guess, as a spectator standpoint, for one, we have Gabby and Matt going in this heat, who are obviously husband and wife. Their kids are here. But not only that, we have like a family around us that will look out for each other in these type of times. So, like Gabby and Matt, they obviously have 2 young kids that can run around at any point. But because we are one big family, you know, we have people that will watch them, take care of them while they're able to do this and kind of mind free. And that kind of brings in the family atmosphere into CFT. As a church and as a gym, you know, we're all about sticking together as a family and moving through kind of every life scenario. And I know jiu-jitsu is kind of the same way.
It's a huge community.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I mean, even looking at you guys, like, you know, we've always been, you know, when we started, 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, we came over here to CrossFit. It's so welcoming, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are always so. Like, y'all wanted to just be a part of it. There was days where, like, me and you worked out, and I was just like, man, I'm like, I don't want to work. You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to work
Yeah.
out, do jiu-jitsu, but, you know, you're like, come on, yeah. And you're just so, like, everybody was just so nice, and,
Mhm.
you know. But,
Yeah.
I mean, look at them. They're killing it, man. They're
Yeah.
absolutely killing it.
So we got Brooke on the far right doing her burpee over dumbbell. That's actually Corey Glover's wife, who does jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Corey is one of our purple belts. He is he's been doing it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he is what I call a hobbyist, but he loves it, and he's always there. Like, you know, since they've had the 2 kids, you know, he's been, you know, work gets in the way at some point, but it's just how life is. But he's always there. He's always wanting to be, and he's competed in the past, done extremely well. Actually, when he's first started, I was almost like, you know, I was kind of afraid for him because I didn't know how well, you know, you just never know.
Yeah.
Like some guys just have competition anxiety or whatever, and like he did great. And I like to see him compete as a purple belt. That would be fantastic. So, but yeah, we got guys competing, and you know, we got guys that don't compete. So, but yeah, Corey's one of those guys that you never know.
So we got Maddie in front knocking out those RX snatches. Looks like she's on her right hand, probably within the set of 15. We're right at 7 minutes in, so all these athletes are still moving pretty well with that dumbbell. Again, for most people, this is just going to turn into a burpee workout. As you can kind of see that playing in.
Burpees are awful.
See Matt starting to slow down on his burpees. Got Brooke working through those.
Go Brooke. Yeah, she's doing great.
And Maddie working on her burpees, and Gabby in the back working on hers as well.
Okay.
So, with that being said, Todd, it was nice to have you.
Hey, nice to be here, man.
I'm
looking
glad you got
forward
to come on here, talk
Yes.
about your passion, what you do.
Yes.
And definitely looking forward to whenever we get back in the same building.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Fantastic, man.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, bro.
Oh, jeez, the moment everybody's been waiting for. I'm not giving you a drum roll. No, you don't get a drum roll. Get in here. Let's go.
You too, man.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, this is already too much.
We gotta give the people what they want, Lee.
So I was told that you're leading this.
Oh,
Do you have questions?
No, I mean, I've already done it. They're killing it out there right now. I mean, my girl Gab's back there. Matt. Look
Yeah.
at Maddie right there.
Maddie's crushing it.
Yes.
She's doing that
she
RX
is.
dumbbell?
She's doing great. Look at Brooke. She was a little concerned
James,
going
I have a
into
question.
it.
Do we have questions, James?
Do we have questions?
We do. I don't know
Surely.
what they are.
Surely.
So for everybody that knows kind of the Free and Lee show here, we don't know what's going on.
Notice it said Free
So
and Lee.
what's new, to be honest? I mean, Michelle, I'm surprised she's even here, not 50 minutes late. But
I
you
was
know,
here 30 minutes before my heat today. I would like to just point out.
Yeah.
I was
You're-
early. I
And
was
your
early.
and
and
your
I got
reel
to warm
yesterday,
up.
you were late to it.
I was early yesterday too for the commercial that I did.
Right. The commercial. The commercial. All right.
Oh, we don't have anything now. So.
Well, good news is they're 9 minutes in.
Well, let me ask you this: Have you since a year has gone by, have you warmed up on any of your daytime tele talk show?
Absolutely not.
None.
None at all.
I mean, golly, we got to do something about this. Like,
I don't watch much TV.
Oh, you're just video games.
Yeah, I'm a big
Video
video
games.
video game. So, Michelle, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You know, I've always wanted to know, what does, since you're always late, and I don't know if y'all saw, if you follow Michelle on Instagram, the other day she took her child to work without knowing it. So I want to know what, including the gym, what a day in the life of Michelle looks like.
The day, well, every day is a little different, but the day starts with waking up, getting my children up, making them breakfast, getting myself ready, getting my 3 kids ready, getting them out the door, getting one to one school, getting another one to another school, and getting the baby to another school. So we have 3 different schools that we have to get our kids to. Then, on any given day,
you're giving me anxiety just thinking about it.
And then on any given day, it's my normal day. Making calls, going to doctor's offices, seeing patients, and then trying to get to the gym by whatever designated time it is that I try to get to it by, whether that be 3, 4, 5, or 6. I don't really like 5 a.m. so much. I like my sleep. So if I don't, 5 a.m. is just not really my cup of tea.
Don't worry. You'll never catch me at 5 a.m. Unless I have to coach it. I'm not going to
I've done it before, but you're not going to get the best out of me at 5 a.m. It's just not going to happen. So, and every once in a blue moon, I'm going to surprise you, and I'll be there at 7 o'clock, but not that often. Whoa, what is this jazz?
Oh, there we go. There's our questions.
We got some questionnaires popping up over here,
So
guys.
we still got some athletes moving. We're right at the 11-minute mark. Gabby's working on her burpees.
I see some people rolling on the floor over there that are done. Matt's done.
Autumn's working on his.
Not going to lie, that was a lung burner at the end. I was like, throw myself on the floor.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, this says my first question.
I need some glasses.
How many questions were they allowed to ask? Holy cow.
We don't have enough time to answer all these.
The crazy thing is, I had people come in and say, hey, I left you a lot of questions. And I'm like, holy moly.
Wait, who would win a fight?
Fight
beat and what? Who would win a fight, an ice cream sandwich, and what? Am I reading that right?
You're not making any sense.
I was reading the
Who
question.
would win a fight and an ice cream sandwich? What?
Do you see it at the bottom?
What is the best things to eat / drink pre and post lifting? Gummy worms and rain. That is my answer.
So for me, every day before I get to the gym, I have a Built protein bar and I have a Celsius. That's for me. So I don't like them rains and stuff like that. Got a whole lot of sodium, and they're really like sweet. Like it.
That's what makes them good.
Yeah. It's a little too much for me.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the open. Let's see. We got Maddie still working. She's working on those burpees.
Yeah,
like
Maddie.
A little over 12 minutes.
My girl.
Brooke's still working, and Autumn's still working.
Yep.
So everybody's grinding through those burpees, getting really, really.
Look at all those beautiful people in the background back there too, cheering them on. Hey, they're waving at us over there. Hey, Lily. Hey, Shay.
They can't see you.
I know, but no, I think they can.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. All right, what's this question? Would you rather fight one bull-sized chicken or 100 chicken-sized bulls? I'm taking the bulls. What? No, hang on.
Who wrote these questions?
A bull-sized chicken? I'm taking that one because I'm thinking, honestly, I can hop on its back, chokehold it, and then take it out. That's me. If I have 100 of those, they're all going to go for my shins. I'm a goner.
Did we give these questions to 100 kids to ask? What in the world?
Let's see. What if rope climbs are in the open this year?
Oh, yeah.
They won't be.
Sounds good.
I'll go ahead and tell you, based off of a lot of standards, 15 foot is too hard to measure. So that's kind of what you're looking at there. They will add, hopefully, a new movement. We've had burpee over dumbbell in the past. Their new movement this year might have been the single arm dumbbell snatch. I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of my thoughts on it. Do you have anything on that one?
No. Ooh,
so athletes got 1 minute left. Looks like Autumn is working on her snatches. Brooke is moving through those burpees as well as Maddie.
Oh, I have a good question. It says, what's your favorite gymnastics movement?
Bar muscle ups, ring muscle ups, handstand walks. Anything complex,
Yeah,
honestly.
I was going to say both of those too. I love handstand walks and I love bar muscle up. Now that I can do them,
There you go.
I didn't for a long time.
Let's
They
see.
were my nemesis,
Who
my
are
arch
your
nemesis.
youngest and oldest members at CFT? Are they doing the Open this year? Oldest is going to be Mike Wright. You didn't see him earlier.
He's a baller.
He did do the workout
Yep.
in the same heat as me before the live stream. So he is 74. And then our youngest, currently at the moment, is going to be Grant, who you saw earlier, who is 16 and just started. So that's kind of our two.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me.
You're not the youngest. You might be tied for the oldest.
I don't look the youngest.
No.
Come on.
Sorry. Hate to tell you. Aren't you in the Masters
Me?
division this year?
Oh, that's it. We're
Are
done.
you 55
We're
plus
done.
yet?
Somebody
All
get me
right.
a weapon
Oh,
up
man.
in here.
What's the most
Give me
embarrassing thing
Get
that has
me.
happened to you at CFT?
The most embarrassing?
I don't know. This workout?
I mean,
Maybe?
I do dumb things on the daily, so I don't know if I could
that's
constitute
true.
them as
Let me tell you what Michelle's most embarrassing moment
What is it?
We got this grand rig installed. Love it. It's great. But with it, it has
that on
spill
air?
bars. And she said some inappropriate slippery jokes about it. And you know, it's a
slippery bar. That's just a slickety bar.
Yes,
That's it. It's a
slickety bar,
It's a
right.
Slickety bar.
right.
For any of y'all that know me,
If you know, you
nothing
know.
but just crisp, clean living coming out of this mouth right here.
So they just finished that heat. It looks like we are going to go
I think
into
there's one more.
one more heat for the evening. So we are running a little bit behind because we were trying to get this started and kind of had a few things happen. Again, you'll have to bear with us.
Little
Next week it's
technical
going to be a
errors.
lot better. But
Are you on my team?
huh?
Who are-
No, I'm on the winning team. Blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You have a sweatshirt on. Never mind. Never mind.
Aren't you team white?
Yep, I'm team. Well,
Well, see,
why is
not
this
gray.
white? This is brown.
That
We-
is
we're the
gray.
only one-
That is gray. Comment below
This
what
is
color
like
this is.
a brownish.
It's gray. It's gray. There's no other color.
I'm looking
There
at the
is
camera.
no other color.
It's
It is
brownish
gray.
It's a taupe.
Do we have
It's
something that's
taupe.
brown in here?
It's a taupey gray.
No. First of
A
all,
taupey grayish brown.
no. It's gray.
It's natural. It's in the nudes.
All right, the camera froze. So, do we have some more questions? I was enjoying those. Those are fun.
I mean, you know,
All right, camera's coming back on. Whoa,
that's a lot.
that's all right. All right, let's see here.
I keep moving because it's so blasted
Oh,
cold.
here's
in
the
this
question
room.
you were trying to
It's
ask earlier. Who would win a fight between an ice cream sandwich and a churro?
A
I
churro.
want to know who asked this
A
question. to be
churro.
honest. I think an ice cream sandwich.
churro.
Ice cream sandwich is better. 100%. Which members have been part of CrossFit Trussville the longest? Wow, you're really digging into my
I'm not the
memory.
one to ask about that.
Mike Pender, John and Teresa Mize, Bridget and Billy Hamilton have been here for a long time. Obviously Andrew started the gym, so him. Candace, James has been here for a long time. He may not be an active member, but he is behind the camera and still in CFT, so him as well. Josh has been here for an extremely long time. Adrian, one of our coaches, has also been here for a long time. So we have a lot of OGs kind of in CFT and moving throughout it. So a lot of people.
How long have you been here?
2018? Was that 6 years? 6 years?
Man,
Is that
you
6?
started right before I did.
Andrew says Glover has been
And Glover.
2008.
Glover. Holy.
Wow.
Yeah. Glover was one of the original 7 members.
Wow.
So there
yeah,
is that.
heck yeah. Jeez.
I
Yeah,
forget
you
about
started
Glover.
right before I did. I started right after I had Aniston.
Which was when?
Well, I had her in 18, and then I started October of 19. What's that? Yeah. So that's October of 19.
Oh, so I started a full year and a
whole
half
year.
before you did?
Oh, when
started
did you
in
said
February.
18? So when did
February
you
of
start?
18.
You February. Okay, well, be specific because you
Well,
weren't being specific.
You know. All right. Let's see. What's the
That's-
biggest thing you have learned from
It's min
competing in
number
the
3.
Open? Sign up for the Open because you'll be very thankful that you did.
So
I-
you can see where you can rank with everybody in your age group.
You know, you
Yeah,
may not
absolutely.
want to do it, but it's something that I would recommend doing just because you do get to see yourself on a much larger scale rather than just in the gym. Like, how do you rank among everyone that is in the world?
I really love
Or-
looking at how low I am on the board
Yeah, it's
compared to
great.
everybody
It is great.
else out there in the world.
Okay, Adrian said your shirt is gray, so that
Adrian,
proves it.
Nobody
Adrian.
asked for your opinion.
I asked for
You
everybody's
can come
opinion.
here and give it to me. I miss you. I haven't seen you in a minute. I thought you were coming, by the way. Let me know what happened with that. You coming next week? Let us know.
Oh man.
For real, I thought you were coming.
Yeah. Again, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube. That way we can get this video
Hit that like
to as
button.
many people as possible.
CFT, y'all.
It's great. Perfect.
That's right.
Thank you, Adrian. Finally, somebody with
Heart.
some sense.
What? What'd he say?
Next week. Next week.
Yeah.
You better wear the same shirt. That way he can tell you it's gray.
I'm gonna wear my nudish brownish gray shirt.
This is getting weird.
It's not gray, Adrian, but that's okay. Y'all all have
Oh,
glasses,
it's
so
gray.
it's not gray.
So, Michelle, let me ask you a question. What new movement, if any, do you want to see in the Open this year?
What new movement?
Yeah, what new movement?
Oh Lord.
Hey, you hear that?
Not that I.
You hear that?
It's music.
They're starting the last heat. It may show up. It may not. I don't know yet.
Right now, you just got us.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
because
just
we're not
throw it
looking
away.
at anything else but ourselves. So, new movement. Well, I'll tell you, I would love to try what they did last year. Where did they do? Nope, they did it in the games. They didn't do it in the Open.
Crossovers?
Yeah, where you like pull up and you go like.
Oh,
over the board.
pullovers.
Yes. Woo, that'd be a little scary, but I'd try it. I'd probably fall on the head, but I'd
So,
try it.
This is the pattern
That'd
I've
be
kind
fun.
of noticed over the past couple of years. Usually they introduce a newer movement in the games.
Yeah, girls.
Oh, gosh.
They're
So,
going. They're going already.
we got the camera back on. Last two athletes. Oh, gosh. I
Yeah,
gotta
buddy.
sneeze. Oh, gosh.
Look,
I was holding
let
that
me
one
just
in.
say, last time me and him were at the table at the same time, I walked out of here and I had COVID for a week.
That's
So,
not my fault.
If
didn't
I
have it.
become sick this week, y'all all saw it.
Why would you say that on camera?
Jeez.
Why would you?
Oh, my goodness.
CFT
Now listen,
CFT does not give you COVID.
Now listen, Michelle
I
gets
didn't
sick
say CFT.
more. Michelle gets sick more than anybody I've ever known. I feel like every time I say, "Hey, where's
I'm
Michelle?"
just patient
it's,
zero,
she's
but
sick.
I don't start it. I get it from everybody.
All right,
Like,
anyways.
if you're around me, anyways. Back to the workout.
So we got Kelsey,
Yeah.
and we have
And Bree.
Bree.
Yeah,
So,
girl.
Two athletes that have been here for a minute, working through this workout.
Has
They're
it been going for a
on-
minute, or you're just meaning they've been at the gym for a minute?
Both,
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
but working on burpees. I'm assuming it's a set of 21. Michelle, what were you thinking of the first 21 burpees here? What time did you finish?
10:24.
Yeah, I gotta redo it. Okay, cool.
So.
What time did you finish?
I was yelling at him to pick it up and let's go. So he's laughing back there. So,
So,
his is probably the same.
For
12
y'all don't know, Steven is
Yeah.
behind the camera.
Steven!
Saw you, so I was
He's not
asking him.
answering right now. What'd you finish at, Steven?
What are we talking about?
What'd you finish that workout at?
Which one?
What, the one that I was yelling at you to finish your last 9. What'd you finish at?
It was like 6.5 minutes or something crazy.
Oh my
Crazy
gosh!
time. I mean, it was like they said they never seen
Okay, Pinocchio. Okay.
Yeah, I went into this workout knowing this wasn't going to be my strong suit. So, are you going to redo the workout?
I mean, yeah. My only thing is I got old lady knees, so I do.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know,
I had my knee sleeves on.
Michelle wears her
I
knee
did.
sleeves for everything. If we're doing bench press and push-ups, hey,
Look,
knee
guys.
sleeves are on. Need them. Got to make sure they're on.
Look, if you ever hurt your knees, if you ever hurt them where it hurts to walk for a month, you will do whatever it takes. And let me tell you, I have babied the crap out of them knees, and they have not hurt me in the past year. So, knock on wood. Let there be wood over here somewhere.
This is a
Anyways.
plastic table.
Well, dear Lord, find me some wood somewhere. I need to
you're
knock
done.
on it.
Well, considering we're in a wooden shed.
Well, anyways, I have babied them, and they're all good. My knee sleeves keep my knees warm, and hey, we're all good.
For those of you that are CrossFit gurus, she wears 7mm knee sleeves for literally everything. So that should usually you only wear those when you do like by one back squats.
Okay.
So
look
just keep that in mind.
at the athletes on the floor right now. Doing an awesome job. Come on, Bree. Throw that thing up there, girl.
So we got Bree doing RX with that 35-pound dumbbell. Gomez is giving her some coaching points, kind of moving through this.
And she did phenomenal when she did it, too. I think she finished in 9-something.
Yes, she did.
She flew. I'd be throwing up if I went that fast, I feel.
So Bree's moving through those snatches.
Yep.
Gomez is getting on her about her standards. One of our standards police.
She is, yes.
Then we got Kelsey moving through those burpees as well. Again, this just turns into a burpee workout after a while. Bree is struggling a little bit with the snatches, but again, depending on what number set of burpees she's on, it's going to become a burpee workout again. The snatches just gives you a little bit of a breather.
I'm just curious now that we're just sitting here watching them do the movements. I was watching a guy yesterday talk about the standards, and he was like, if you can help it, try not to warm your burpee up. What are your thoughts on when you get tired warming your burpee up versus keeping yourself tight? Like, do you think it actually relieves a little bit of stress, or do you think that there's some relevance in doing one versus the other?
In a workout like this, you can see there's a little bit of core stabilization that just your midline basically goes. So Kelsey's doing a very good job of not warming her. So if you watch her on this one, she actually pops a little bit more than what Bree is doing. Bree's almost doing like a go to a seal position, then up. But, in a workout like this, it may not be beneficial because you are doing a lot of hinging with the dumbbell. So that's one thing you can kind of.
Hey, Lee, when does the workout have to be submitted for the CrossFit Games? When is the closing? Like for this workout right here, 24.1, when does it have to be submitted on the Wodify and CrossFit? Not Wodify. Whoops. Anyways, on the. Yeah. Is it? No. Okay. Anyways, the CrossFit Games app went. Yeah.
In CrossFit.com, the workout is due by 7 p.m. on Monday. So you can do as many attempts as you want to until then. But if you don't have it in by then, your score will not count. So make sure you can get it in by then.
All right, my peeps, I'm going to adios for this week, and I will see y'all next week. Thank y'all all for tuning in, and we'll be back. And I'm going to bring my boy Steven or Andrew, either one of the two, and they're going to come say, hey, see y'all.
Get out of here. You don't know what's going on. All right.
First of all, I'd like to point out Michelle had an accent that I've never heard.
Jeez. She went from British to Australia to... Jeez. Oh, she still has her knee sleeves on. Knee sleeves the interview. Jeez.
All right, good day, mate. Oh, geez. So, all right, these athletes are wrapping up. We don't have an on-screen clock, do we, James? No. Okay. So they probably got about 5 or 6 minutes left. They're almost there. But... woo! Tonight was insane on the back end. So we are going to patch all the technical difficulties. Believe it or not, we're relatively resilient and can adapt pretty quickly. All these issues that we've had tonight with the camera will be resolved. We will actually, the on-floor camera kind of became a overhead shot, which we will have an overhead shot next week, fisheye, and then an on-floor camera. We're out here in a trailer. I don't know, James, is there a shot, if possible, of the back? There isn't, is there? Not. So you can see James behind. He's going to lift the camera. So we're in a trailer that the church uses. So this background back here is more offices, and behind James is offices. But the camera is such high quality. It looks like a big space. This is pretty small. Made it work, but we're definitely far away from the action. So next week we're going to be buttoned up and crisp and clean and very excited. But yeah, we adapted quickly. James is incredible.
Sure is.
If you need a videographer, cinematographer, photographer, James is the person. Technical.
There it is.
Oh boy. Oh geez. So, but it is a wireless receiver, and we learned there's so many people in there. There's actually human bodies walking past that signal, and so I've been waving my arms throughout the entire night, elevated on boxes. But we adapted quickly, and it's going to be so much better next week. It's a lot more energy when you get up in somebody's face, like being able to get up to Bree and literally see her working hard. This shot is great, especially showing off the Phoenix. Which, did you guys talk about my sister coming up here and painting that? So my sister's extremely gifted. She came up here, her and I painted it last week, and we'll be using those boards in the back as handstand targets. But so enough about that. These athletes, they're definitely in the last 5 minutes, if not closer to the end. You're going to see these athletes in the background start cheering them on, hooting and hollering, because this is where your brain starts to tell you what's going on.
This is definitely the pain cave portion of the workout. They have to be within the 15s, if not a little bit deeper into the workout. So for me, you didn't do the workout today, did you? For me, this is where I was like, okay, it's kind of like any 21-15-9. You get to the 15s, you're like, I'm so close to being done, but it hurts so bad.
Right.
And especially when it's just, for me, it was just burpees after burpees after burpees.
Yeah, at first when Dave Castro first announced it, I thought it was 21 left arm, 21 burpees, 21 right arm, then 21 left arm, 15 left arm, 15 burpees, 15. And I was like, dude, this is great.
Oh, no.
This is just a upper body pump and a couple burpees.
I wish.
No, it was double.
Yeah.
So, yeah, working through this, going unbroken on the snatch there. It's kind of tough at this point. Like we were saying, you kind of got to be smart on the snatch, but it's really not a snatch workout.
No.
You really just, the 21s of the burpees is kind of where your workout's made or broken, right?
And as I've told everybody, I said if you can move the snatch relatively well, I mean, you don't have to be by any means super efficient at it, but if you are very good at burpees, this is your workout 100%.
Yeah, I was talking with G2, and he's like, I think I'm going to get you today. I said, no, it's 100%.
Oh,
because this is, you might as well do a jumping jack, 21 jumping jacks for the dumbbell snatch, because it's burpees.
Yeah. So if you're good at burpees, this is your workout.
And you can see Bree in the background. That dumbbell snatch does look like it's starting to weigh on her, which it's not. Again, it's not the dumbbell that's really weighing on her. It's the volume of the burpees getting her super fatigued.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you're doing 45 snatch on your right, 45 snatch on your left, but you're still doing 100 burpees or 90 burpees on both of your arms.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
That's what makes it even tougher.
And one thing that I like that they didn't do was you don't have to 2-foot jump, 2-foot land, which we've done in the past. And that is brutally more difficult, especially on your mind, having to remember jump with 2 feet and land with 2 feet. Because it's just not a natural thing to do. You kind of, as a human being, we, buffer our landing. We land softly on that 1 foot and then follow it up. But it's nice. That allows you to keep moving.
Yeah. It's something that I don't really think about kind of moving through the workout. I feel like my overall goal is just to get over the dumbbell however I can.
It's not a distraction to you?
No, to me it doesn't really bother me. When you're fresh, 2 feet feels very natural, just kind of moving through it. But
now, how about these burpees though, where she's standing all the way up? Is that something you would recommend, or would you stay low? Because there's some back and glutes and quads and.
Again, it kind of depends on how quickly you can move and how efficiently you can move on the burpees. If burpees are going to be the hard part, try and stand up, catch your breath, and then get over that dumbbell. If you just want to try and get them done as quickly as possible, try and stay as low as you can and then move through it.
Did you see anybody staying super low on their burpees, getting them done quickly, and then kind of feeling that regret at all? Or is everybody kind of smart?
I think everybody was pretty smart on it. I say that my burpees got extremely slow towards the end, but we were able to pick them up on the last set of 9. I think the biggest thing is making sure that you don't go out hot when you feel great in the beginning.
Right.
So on the 21s, before the workout truly starts, as far as heart rate and muscle fatigue go, you're already 45 snatches and 45 burpees in, roughly.
Did your upper body, did you feel fatigued in the dumbbell snatch, like rear delts?
No. For me, it was all heart rate and lungs.
Yeah. I was telling Tim Hayes exactly what you were alluding to, that you don't want to go so fast in your 21s that you get to your 15s and you're surprised at how tired you are. You really want to get to halfway through the 15s or maybe even 9s and be surprised at how much energy you have.
Yeah.
And if you do, sprint. But there's nothing more lonely than finishing your first 21 set of burpees, doing the math in your head and going, I'm nowhere.
Oh, don't worry. I did that today. I got done with the 21s, and I'm pretty sure I heard 5 minutes in. I went, well, I was trying to go sub 10. That ain't happening.
What did you get?
Sub 12.
Okay. So you're going to redo like Cam?
I don't know. We'll see.
This does seem like one of those workouts that isn't super intimidating to redo.
Well, like I said earlier, to me, this doesn't feel... It almost doesn't feel like a traditional open workout because I got done and I laid on the ground for 3-4 minutes, and after that felt fine.
Yeah,
could walk around, heart rate was fine. It's not one of those workouts to where maybe tomorrow I'll feel a little sore, but I just didn't feel super fatigued afterwards. During it, felt awful.
Yeah. So with that in mind, let's talk about what we're going to see next week. My bet, I'm a statistics guy, and we're having technical difficulties, so we'll just talk about kind of what we'll see next week. I have a master spreadsheet that I provide to all of our athletes that shows the last 3 years, the last 6 years, all time, and then shows an aggregate of everything. And snatch, basically 100% of the time, we've seen it.
Yep.
Burpee variation, we've seen it. Some type of handstand push-up or wall climb we've seen the wall climbs the past 3 years. So statistically, I did not program much snatch this week. I programmed snatch deadlift and some jerks to work on the clean and jerk, and you can see they're done here. They're gonna, like Lee said, lay on the ground, recover, and they should feel good. Not something you'll be sore from because your whole body's just slowing you down. But so going back to that, since we saw the snatch, it's out of the way. It's unlikely we'll see a barbell snatch as well. CrossFit is constantly varied, not random. So since it is constantly varied, you would imagine they're going to do some type of antagonist exercise, which might be like unfortunately, a thruster or a deadlift. Or we got box. We've got wall climb we've seen every year since their introduction.
Yep.
And we could see handstand push-ups, which we haven't seen in 3 years, right?
They were in there last year, strict handstand push-ups.
Okay, strict handstand push-ups was last year.
Because they had wall climbs and strict handstand push-ups.
Got it. Okay.
Kind of the build your own time one last year.
And then double unders.
Yep.
If you are on and you do not have double unders and you're in the open, you got to buy this week, because when they come, you want to do poorly in the open because of lack of fitness, not because of lack of skill. Skill's easy to develop. You want to be tired, not frustrated.
It's definitely one of those things to where if you do try and do a skill within the open, you will get pretty frustrated rather than trying to practice it beforehand and get moving on it to where you can get somewhat efficient with it.
Yeah, get in there, start practicing this week. We're definitely going to do double unders. I don't program ahead of time during the open. We're definitely going to do some double under practice because we have a little bit more time, and some wall climb practice and handstand practice.
Yeah, I mean, for this workout, there was a lot of hinging and pushing, so I could see, some pulling next week. Maybe, I mean, we did a lot of jumping today, so pulling, maybe a little bit of different kind of pushing.
That's why I said deadlift. Yeah. But again, that dumbbell snatch is a lot of upper body pull. We'll see. You never know. You're not going to see snatch and you're not going to see burpees.
I know one thing. It's not going to be a mushroom again.
What?
Dave Castro's mushroom.
Oh, gosh. Get out of here. Yeah, I love that people follow him and assume. But all right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and close us out. Next week, we are going to have on-floor cameras, overhead camera, a lot more stuff, believe it or not, with all the technical components of setting up for FNL and closing out on selecting our new GC today. We have a lot going on, but we are going to increase the quality of production next week. because we like to get better every day.
That's right.
And again, thank you so much for joining us. Lee, do you have any final thoughts?
Nope. Close it out.
See ya at 24.2 next week. Bye,
See
guys.
y'all later.